Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Golden Gophers offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
On first down, here comes this offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back and a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henderson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beat. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He wants to throw here on second down. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Stanford. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. From the gun, looking for a man. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Motion from the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Finds the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Now on second down. They'll run it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. A little too much juice on that one from the junior.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The quick out. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Stanford going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here comes the offense on first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They get him down after he makes the catch. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback checking off. On third down, he drops to throw. He uncorks one deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They want to throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy.
He's going for it all. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Stanford! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Using his feet, he's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Wide receiver shows motion. He's going to pass. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Hauls it in. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Golden Gophers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big plays.
3rd and goal from way back there. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Auburn. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He's got it. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the route is on.
I'm going to...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
And he's running in the open. At the 30. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback keeps it.
He's brought down at the 19-yard line. Brings up second down.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. From the gun, give on the inside. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The play-action fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Unloads to the right. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Got it looking for a first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. Here comes the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To the air, it's Lindsey. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Fast motion from the offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey trying to get to him. Looking left. Got him, and nobody's close. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Takes the easy completion. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And the entire playbook is wide open on second and short like this. Handoff from the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll go back to the air on second down. He'll take another shot here. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways...